Hi, welcome to Pictures, Noise and Words. I'm Hedgy.
I'm Paz.
And this is some band called the Spectre Beneath, which is actually Paz's band. This is like a special episode where we will mercilessly plug your album. Paz has got a new album out. It's called The Downfall of Judith King. It looks exactly like that, and you can buy it. Buy it. Look, there it is. Let's try and get the lighting right. You can buy it from, I keep saying buy it. See, I'm doing a good job. Doing a good job. He's literally paying me to do this. Did I mention that? You can get it from Amazon. You can get it from Google Play Music. You can get it off iTunes. You can buy it from Bandcamp. I will put links to things underneath this video, and obviously a link to this video we're going to play, which is the title track, The Downfall of Judith King. Yeah. So, this has been I guess a labour of love.
This one, yeah.
This is like album 41 or something that Paz has put out, but
second one this year.
Second one this year.
Well, brand new project though.
Yeah. New project, new band. I'm gonna say, I mean, people, you can take my word for it or not, but it's really good. Obviously, I'm going to say that, and we're going to play the song, and I am not going to critique it because that would be ridiculous. I mean, what am I going to say? You know, you wouldn't believe me anyway. I wouldn't. So we'll just play the song without critique. I'm obviously going to ask you to critique it because he's going to say it's quite good.
Best song ever.
Best song ever. Sorry, best song ever. Yeah. But you know, what's the point of being on a channel like this if you're not going to plug your own band, plug everybody else's? So yeah, this is. Should we just play the song first?
Play the song. And
then what I'll do is, after the song, I'll ask Paz. He doesn't know what I'm going to ask him, but I'll ask him stuff about the making of the album and what it's like to make an album, I suppose, and things like that. I don't really know what I'm going to ask him, but we'll have a chat after the song. So let's get the song on. If you want to buy this, then please do. If you're like, oh, I like that, then please do, because it genuinely makes a big difference to people, doesn't it? Who are producing this. Yeah. There's just a few CD sales actually makes a big difference, because despite what you may think, there is no money in making music. So yeah, there's a pretty good plug. So we'll play the song. And then we'll have a chat afterwards. And go. It's a lyric video, by the way.
I wish to tell you that I'm okay.
So I guess that must be a bit weird for you, watching that and knowing that people are watching you watching that. And also, that's like the 400th time you've heard it going,
Yeah,
written it, and you know,
I'm still not sick of it though.
which is good. Yeah, if you start to hate your own stuff, that's probably a problem. She's got such a nice, warm voice. I think I really like her voice.
She's tremendous. Yeah.
Yeah. So, if you buy this, I'm sure Paz will sign it for you if you want. He hasn't signed mine, I notice, but you know, maybe you'll be luckier. But you know, it's a cracking album, and there's a couple of other videos on YouTube from it, because it's certainly got different pacing in the songs as you go through. Some of these songs are literally an assault on the senses, and then some of them are much more progressive, like this one. So, I mean, did you plan it out? I mean, you must have done, because some of these songs follow on to each other. There's a story running through.
Yeah, there's a lot of. It's basically my favourite songs that I had penned for other projects, and the other projects never really materialised, or nothing really happened. And I just sat on these songs. Oh, these songs are really good. Maybe I should do something with them. And I kept waiting. So what should I do? And I thought, well, let's just have a look to see if I can find some people to play with. The singer was the main thing, really. I'm not sure really what I was after. And then I stumbled across Elle. I thought, and because I wasn't really sure what I was looking for, and then I stumbled across one of her demos, singing a Japanese rock song. I thought, that's it. I thought that was it. That's the tone I was looking for. It was warm, but it had so much power, but subtlety as well. Because the demo she was singing, it went from quiet to, really belting it out. I thought that's exactly what I want. Unfortunately, she wasn't available for 8 months. I'm not sure why. So I decided to just hang on for a bit, because I really wanted to hear what she'd sound like on one of my songs, and that was in 2018. And I think it was when we went to see Revocation. I mentioned, didn't I?
Yeah.
So I mentioned found this singer, and that was in December last year. So I listened to a couple of the singers, and there's a lady from Argentina who was really good as well. But I went with Elle in the end. But the whole process then took about 9 months to produce that. Yeah,
I think that's, if you've never been in a band and tried to make a song, certainly, or if you've never tried to make an album to the point where you get to actually release the thing, it's amazing how long it takes, isn't it?
Yeah, because when I first got in touch with her, I said, do you want to do this? She said, yeah, I don't think metal's her first genre. She was keen to do it, and we did 3 songs, and I wasn't convinced at any of them. I thought, have I made the wrong choice here? Or perhaps I was just a bit delusional whether she could actually do it. So what I did, I went back to the drawing board, remixed the songs slightly differently, sent her back, and then sent her some Cobra the Lotus videos to watch. Just that I need that. I need that bit more of that attitude. Whether she actually watched them, I don't know. But what I got back was
different. So she must have
was just more in your face.
It's such a tough thing to explain to someone how you want them to sound. Yeah. You can't just say, "Can you be better?" It's like, no. How do you explain?
Just more attitude. I think what I got back was just a lot. I think it was. I've been asked this before. What was the highlight of the album? And for me, it was the first verse and bridge for the third song, which is "The Crows Peck at Your Bones." And when I got that back, and it was magical. She had lots more attitude, and there's at the end of the bridge in that she hits a high note with a little vibrato shrill at the end, and it still gives me chills. I love that bit, and I thought, yeah, that's it. It's going to work. And I said, right, we just do whatever you did then. Let's do it. Try and replicate that across the whole. And so we ended up having to do all those 3 songs again. That took quite a while to do. But once we've hit that stride and we knew what the expectations were, it became a little bit easier.
It's a bit of it's a little bit of a dichotomy, this, because on the one hand, some of the songs on this album are 1,000 miles an hour, and you literally, the poor drummer's like, somebody's pouring water on him as he's trying to play this stuff, and then you've got other stuff like this, which is much more progressive, and you've got 10-minute song, 8-minute. This one's 8:46 or whatever. So it is kind of a. I haven't got a question, by the way. This is just more of a statement than anything. It's it is kind of it does have a bit of a split personality, I think. This album. But I guess that comes from you having songs from different times past that you've gone. Oh, I need that one. I need that one.
But it's been described as power prog, and not by me, by some random review. And some other chap has said, to its credit, it is the first half sort of draws you in, and then it settles down in, so you can appreciate the rest of it. And I like albums that do that. So it's not just all fast stuff all the way through.
Oh yeah.
It does mix it up.
Yeah.
So the second half is a bit calmer or more interesting. I don't know.
Yeah. So this song, the title track, what's it about? I kind of get the gist of it.
It's about this poor Judith King, who's an orphan, lives in this orphanage with all her friends. But the people who run the orphanage have illegal experiments performing on these kids. I think it's to cure one of the major diseases anyway. So the human testing. Unfortunately, has a side effect for Judith King that makes whatever she touches has an negative effect on people. I won't go into that because it's major spoilers.
Spoilers.
And an incident happens, and she gets put into isolation, and then the people who run the orphanage realise that she has to be separated and moved away from everybody else. And that's basically what this song is about, is that bit where she realises something's wrong with her because of all the injections that people have been giving her, and it's had an effect, and now she can't be with her friends. So it's basically just her being moved away,
being isolated.
Because
there's some other songs on this album, like The Birth of Judith King, The Plotting of Judith King, The Abduction of Olivia Soames, The Questioning of Olivia Soames.
This is
so I guess Olivia Soames was one of the people doing the
no. But she knows that Olivia Soames is the daughter of one of the people.
All right.
She doesn't know where the people.
Oh, that's right.
The people responsible. She doesn't know. She doesn't know where they are, but she knows where one of the daughters are. So she actually has to kidnap or abduct.
Yes.
Olivia Soames, and then questions to find out where they are. Basically, it's just a snapshot of this long 20-song story album I've got. I've got about 2/3 all the way through it, and basically I've just picked out my favourite four songs and interlude. I thought, these are, because I might not reach the end of it, so I thought, let's get my favourite bit so far. I mean, so if I do end up putting it in, those 4 songs will be in the middle of it.
So if you're interested in what happens when you release an album in 2019, listen to this. So when this came out, which was officially last week, wasn't it?
Yes.
Friday?
27th
September.
Yeah.
Of September. However, something weird happened, didn't it?
It did. It was all done. It was all in the can. So I uploaded it to my online distributors, who shall remain nameless. And I think I made an error uploading it, because I thought there should be a box of like when to set the pre-order date up to the 27th. Didn't see that box. Thought, all right, there'll be one after I've uploaded it, but there wasn't. I thought, it's all right. No one knows it's coming out. Oh, just won't tell anyone.
Just won't mention it.
I just won't tell anyone until the 27th.
And when was that?
That was the 30th of August.
Right, so nearly a month early.
Yeah.
Right.
And suddenly, I by this point, I didn't have any kind of PR. I didn't have any lyric videos planned or anything like that, because I thought I'll do all that in the next 4 weeks. Next thing I knew, it had been mentioned on this power metal Facebook page. Said, listen to this. And someone had taken the opening track and made a YouTube video of it, just the audio. I thought, where's that? Where'd they got that from? So I did a bit of digging, and some buggers nicked it and put it on a lot of torrent sites. So I was doing a Google search. It's on about 10, 11 torrent sites within the afternoon of me uploading it. Now those people are nicking it. So, having the cheek to say, "Oh, it's not very good." That.
Welcome to the 21st century music industry.
And that's the first time that's happened to me, and I was a bit miffed because A, they'd nicked it, and B, there's nothing I could do about it.
Yeah,
and I could join, and I could go on these torrent sites and say, "Oh, lift my up, where's that going to get you?" So I thought, they've nicked it. What can I do? There was one torrent site which actually listed how many downloads it had. It was about 643 downloads. I just thought, just give me £1, and I'll pay for the whole mix of the whole thing. But I'm not getting any of it. So I thought, there's nothing I can do after, because the CDs weren't ready.
No,
and that's another story. So
they are now. Let's wave it about a bit more. There we go.
So I'll stick with what the original plan is, and release it on the 27th with the CD, and hopefully do some press like this, and try and get it out there. But as the days and the weeks went on, I was getting messages from PR companies and magazines saying, "Oh, this is really good.
We like your album. How have you got my album?"
Yeah, how have you got it? Can we do an interview with you?" So, oh, well, all right. And got a few PR companies as well. Metal Hammer Portugal got in touch as well. So all of this stuff is a silver lining to someone nicking it in the first place. None of this would have happened.
It doesn't mean we're endorsing stealing people's albums.
Nicked it in the first place. So it's been quite interesting, and a bit of an eye opener as well.
And I guess even if it wasn't available until the day it was supposed to be available, this might have still all happened. Because as soon as it is genuinely available, then it's the same process might have happened. It's just kind of weird, isn't it, that weeks before it's due to be released, you're getting messages about it saying anything. Wait a minute, it's not actually out. It's still sitting on a hard drive somewhere in my house.
So I think a little bit of it is me for accidentally leaking it. without saying it, and I think my online distributor actually saying, "Oh, thank you very much. It must be out now because you just uploaded it." Right. And then from there, I think some people nicked it. But say the internet being what it is shared it, and it's had a sort of a knock-on positive effect. Some people really it's like
knock-on positive side effect.
Yes,
rather than
Oh, and the best bit so far is the website, the Metal Archives. Is it Metal? One that's been around since early 2000s. I used to use all the time and doing music reviews and stuff.
Yeah, Encyclopedia Metal.
Yeah. Suddenly it's on there. My Plague in the K album's on there, and I've got my own page on there with my own photo, and none of that was my own
Paz
work.
Is literally in the book of heavy metal.
What a proud day that was.
High fives! I'm in the book of heavy metal.
I don't know how they listened to the album, and then I got a really, really nice review that I couldn't have even written better myself. That's been linked into that as well. So So it's been an interesting experience. Of course, while this all is going on, I thought, and I went into panic mode. Then I've got nothing, no PR, nothing. I haven't not even got a biog, or no one, not even the rest of the band know. and then the last 4 or 5 weeks I've been playing catch up, trying to get all this stuff done. And I had this lyric video. I thought I need to have something out there, so if anyone's interested, they can come and at least I've got something out on the net they can have a look at.
Yeah.
So they say, yeah.
And it has not made you rich, this album. It's had the opposite effect, hasn't it?
Correct.
So
yes.
so if you like it, then but buy it, because it costs money to do this stuff, unless you've got a huge record company behind you, which I don't remember you having a huge record company behind you. So and it's genuinely really good. The production's good. Everything, Paz writes all this. He plays all of the guitars, the bass guitar, and all the guitars. It's a ton of work, and obviously I wish you all the best for it, because I genuinely like it. And I bought it, by the way. I paid him real money for this. He still hasn't signed it. So there's a couple more songs of it that you have made more videos for.
Yeah, there's a song called Mrs. Lovett's Pies.
Well, what I was going to say was, before you give it, I mean, people can look them up, but so I'm going to do, over the next period of time, those videos as well, because again, what's the point in having a channel like this if you can't plug your own stuff? I've got nothing to plug, so that's no good, but you have, so we'll do that. And because the thing about this channel is that people will watch this one and some people will not, whereas other people might watch the next one, kind of thing. So it's I'm trying to, I want to push this to a wider audience as possible for you. So
well, the thing is, when you put something like this together, you don't know if people are going to like it or not. That's a strange thing. So all this attention that it's getting is quite a surprise, because you never know. You just do the best you can.
Yeah.
What you think is, I think it's quite strong. Got some good songs on there.
Well, you've been doing this a long time, and obviously, people can see. Just go back for the last 100 videos you've seen Paz on. He knows what you're talking about. So yeah, this is like your thing. This is your time, man.
I actually want to put a bit of shout out for the drummer as well, because the drummer's is the same drummer from Plague and the Decay as well, because that's quite fast and thrashy. So I knew he could handle the fast and thrashy stuff that's on this album.
What's his name then?
Constantine Taylor.
Can't give him a shout out without actually saying his name.
Consta Taylor is joined us.
So yeah, there you go. Like I say, I am planning over time to do the other videos, but we'll space them out a bit, and we'll try and we'll keep the PR cart rolling until we should stop, until people beg us to stop. Yeah, so there you go. I like it, genuinely like it. It's on my iPod, and I've got the CD, and I it's really good. It's really good. And I'm trying not to be over the top about it. And I'm trying not to, be like, yeah, it's good, because that wouldn't be fair. So let us know what you think. But more importantly, go and buy it from one of the links underneath this video. I can say that because it's not mine. You can't say that, really.
I know. All right. Never mind.
And we'll beam it down from space.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. See you soon.
See you now.